Hi everybody, this is Boogess Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the NECA TMNT Secret of the Ooze Ultimate Shredder figure. So before we take a look at Shredder, let's take a look at all of the accessories that he comes with. So first up, Shredder comes with a set of fisted hands. Up next, he comes with a set of open hands. Up next, he comes with a canister of TGRI, and we've seen this used many times before. I kind of wish NECA would have included an open hand that could grip this because his actual accessory holding hands are way too small for this. If you actually put it in his hand, it would stretch it out really bad. So yeah, the only thing you can really do with this one is kind of have him hold it in the palm of his open hand there. Up next, he comes with accessory holding hands. Up next, he comes with this vial of ooze, and this looks very nice, and he can actually hold it pretty tightly in his left hand. If you've put the spear in the right hand, then the right hand stretched out just a little bit, and it'll fall straight through his hand. I actually tried to do that. So if you've put the spear in his hand, it'll just fall straight through. So yeah, definitely have to be careful of that. Up next, he comes with the mutated dandelion, and this is sculpted very, very nicely. Up next, he comes with a sword and sheath. We've seen this sword used many times before. I think this was originally what came with one of the foot soldiers, I want to say. But yeah, this looks really nice. There is no place to put this unless you kind of stretch this elastic out and put it underneath it. But I don't want to do that because then it might stretch this out a little too much. And finally, Shredder comes with this really huge spear. And this is my favorite accessory to display him with. The only issue is getting it in his hands. His hands are very stiff plastic, so it feels like I'm going to break this trying to get this into the accessory holding hand. That's why I haven't tried to get it into the left accessory holding hand. I prefer just to use this open left hand for that. It doesn't quite look right, but I feel like I'm definitely going to break this if I force it into either hand. Like I said, this accessory stretches out either accessory holding hand that you decide to put it in, so that's why I just stick to keeping it in his right hand. That way only one of the hands are stretched out a little bit. So now let's go ahead and take a look at his head sculpt. So taking a look at this head sculpt, NECA did a really awesome job on this. I really just thought it was a new helmet sculpt, but no, the face underneath is brand new too. So yeah, this looks really good. The gold plating there on the back of the helmet with a black wash over it looks very nice. This is definitely my favorite Shredder helmet. I love that saw blade looking design to it. That changed from the first film. You can remove Shredder's mouthpiece, and you can reveal this newly sculpted head, and it looks so good. All of the scars and everything are painted very nicely. The blood has a bit of a gloss effect to it. That looks very good. I really like the angry expression that they gave him. The previous Shredder figure kind of had just a neutral expression underneath the mouthpiece. But yeah, this one looks incredible. His skin even has a little bit of texturing to it. So yeah, I'm very impressed with this head sculpt. NECA really did an awesome job on it. The body is exactly the same as the previous Shredder figure, but I'm still blown away by how awesome this texturing is. Shredder just looks really awesome. This is definitely my favorite design for live-action Shredder. I just love this purple outfit. The red outfit was really good too, but I like this one as well. The cape is attached underneath the shoulder pads on this version. The shoulder pads are cast in that dark brown color with some light brown paint and silver on the spikes right there. And this is a very nice fabric cape. It's a really nice weighted material. It's kind of like the Ultimate Dracula cape. The previous Shredder cape, it had like this weird gritty texture to it, but this is a very smooth texture. I love that pattern on the back, how it's black on the inside. It just drapes very nicely on the figure. I really like the way that looks. The sculpting to the forearm armor there is very nice. NECA did an awesome job on that. I also forgot to mention that this Shredder has new left hands. The previous version had the spikes on the left hand, which these might be reused from a different figure, but they're new for this version, I should say. And there's his shin armor, and it is sculpted very nicely. Get a little bit of excess silver right here above this spike. Looks a little funny, but other than that, I think this figure looks amazing. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head that can look up just a little bit. He can move down just a little bit. He can move his head side to side. He has shoulders that can move all the way out. He has double-jointed elbows that can only bend in that far. He has swiveled wrists that can move side to side and up and down. He has a ball-jointed waist that can move back just a little bit, down just a little bit, side to side, and can move all the way around like that. He has hips. These are the old-style hips, and they feel very crunchy. I don't want to move them around too much because they do feel kind of fragile. I do kind of wish that NECA would have updated him with the new style of ball-jointed hips, but since this is just a remold from the previous figure, I see why they didn't change that. He has swivel at the thigh. He can kick forward all the way. He can kick back all the way. He has a double-jointed knee that can bend back all the way. Swivel at the ankle that can move down all the way, up all the way, and a very nice ankle rocker. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to his first movie look. Leave a comment down below and tell me which of these designs you prefer. Like I said, I like the purple, but the red still does look really cool. I kind of wish the cape would have been made out of the material that this new Secret of the Ooze Shredder uses. Here he is next to Super Shredder. Here he is next to Leonardo and Raphael. Here he is next to Michelangelo and Donatello. And finally, here he is next to Toka and Drazar. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this figure up if you can find him. He is kind of hard to find, but he is definitely worth tracking down because he's one of my favorite figures from the Turtle movie series. So yeah, this is definitely a must-have if you're a Turtle fan. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.